Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Phenomenal, inspirational one joining me from across the globe. How are you doing today? How has your day been? How has your week been? And how has the year been? Most importantly, as we come to the end of 2024, I want to believe as always because I am optimistic. I wish the best for you the same way I wish the best for myself and everyone I love, including you. So I obviously want to believe your day, your week, your year has been awesome. Amidst the challenges, yes, of course, we've all had our shares of challenges, ups and downs in 2024, and we'll continue to have that as long as we live. But I want to believe we've got what it takes to overcome these challenges, or we had what it took at that time to overcome whatever challenge or challenges we went through. And of course, if you are here today, if you are listening to me today, what does that tell me? You've overcome. You are a victor. You've triumphed over the storms. You've overcome the challenges, the turbulence, the tough times, and you have kept going. You're going on. You keep going. You keep rising. No matter how many times you fall, you rise up again and walk. And I want to say congratulations. I'm super proud of you for this reason. I'm here to talk with you, to have this chat and conversation with you. And let's look beyond our now, beyond our present, and the brighter days and future ahead of us. Let's look with great optimism, hope, faith, and courage that our best days are still ahead of us. Yes, of course, our best days are always ahead of us. So thank you for joining me. We have been reflecting on our 2024. We have reflected on all the diverse areas of our lives, which I gave you some guidance to really acknowledge what we have accomplished, what we've done, where we've gone wrong, the lessons we have learned in 2024. Above all, the goal is not to stay there, even though, even if we might have had great successes, it's not to stay and dwell in our past glories and not move on into the greatness that waits or awaits us. The goal is not to regret if we've made a lot of mistakes and we've blundered or we've gone off track. The goal as well is not to, condemn yourself or have that pity party and live in the past. The goal is to get the lessons, become wiser, and look ahead of you as we step into a brand new year. A year that has never existed before. It will be existing for the very first time on the 1st of January 2025. No one has lived on this year ever. So no one can tell me how it's going to be, but you and I are capable of determining the course of the year based on the vision we have for the year, based on the vision we have for our lives, and above all, based on our life purpose, which is governed and shaped by our vision. It might be a personal vision, a corporate vision, or collective vision, all for the betterment of our world and humanity. So thank you for joining me. For those of you who don't know who I am Dr. Sylvia Forcha Mikambi, a truly incredibly inspirational and transformational friend, doctor, an epitome of empowerment, transformation, optimism, and of course, love and compassion. I'm here to walk with you. I'm here to hold your hands as I saw into my greatness in 2025 and you saw into your greatness in 2025. I'm here to hold your hands so together we can have greater impact. Together we can make a greater impact in our world and have that ripple effect. I'm here to soar with you to greatness. I'm here to fly with you. I'm here to run with you. I'm here to conquer and be victorious with you because together we are more powerful and stronger than I could ever be alone or you could ever be alone. So thank you for joining me. Again, my goal for next year, 2025, is to reach out, not only reaching out, impacting, influencing. Some of them I'll have to speak with them directly. They'll have to read my books. They'll have to attend some of my programs. 10 million individuals globally. That's my goal. And again, once again, I ask you, can you please help me? I cannot do this alone. It's a corporate vision. Why the vision is mine is a personal mandate that God has called me to fulfill on this earth. My mission, which I have to accomplish, I cannot accomplish it alone. I cannot take the glory for accomplishing this mission alone. So I want to call you to partner with me. I want to ask you for a favor. Would you do your part? Will you share this video as you are blessed to bless someone so they may become aware of the greatness that's trapped within them and stop living in mediocrity? They may become aware of all the possibilities that's trapped within them that can ignite a new fire, a new passion within them that is able of surmounting every barrier, every limitation, and every obstacle. Help me share this video. If you're watching on YouTube, please do share my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you will get more updates, more videos as I share, as I go to on this journey. And you are part of this journey as well as we step into 2025 with a vision, a mission to impact and transform 10 million lives globally, making people far better than they were this year or before I encounter them through my words, through my teachings, through my mentorship, through my coaching, through my leadership, through my books, and above all, through my presence and the words which I use in every single area or dimension of my work to uplift, empower, and transform their mindset so they do not conform to societal norms and limitations, but are transformed through the renewal of their minds. Thank you so much for joining me. I might not be looking directly on Facebook because I'm live on YouTube. I'm also streaming on Facebook. So I'm facing the camera as this will go on to be shared later on. Please do share this video as you join me. Again, I'm a leading empowerment and transformation authority. I haven't said this before. I'm the founder and CEO of an award-winning social enterprise Voice of Nations. We work to educate, empower, inspire, motivate, and transform the life and status of young girls, women, and their families so they become aware of their right and their worth, full potential, and excel into positions of leadership and financial independence, living a life of purpose and fulfillment. There is no greater life than living a life of purpose, service, and deep inner fulfillment. That is what true success is. That's the greatness we're talking about. Your true calling, your purpose, which is defined by a definite vision that guides and shapes your every action and decision, that creates discipline and an unwavering conviction to step boldly, confidently, and take actions in uncharted areas, taking risks because you do not focus on the side. You see beyond the physical barriers of the eyes. You have a vision that goes beyond your physical side and the narratives of your past or present. It's the vision crafted in your mind. It's an image, a picture, a mental image that's steady in your mind that constantly reminds you of who you are, who you are called to be, what you are called to have, the impact you are called to have on this earth, and the transformation you are bound to bring when you step out boldly, answering the call, and living life fully to your full potential. No less, no more. Simply in your greatness, because you are great. I am great. That's our norm. The norm is greatness, okay? It's not like I want you to be any higher than anything. We are so used to living an average, normal, mediocre life that when we talk of greatness, it's like, oh, I don't want to soar. I don't want to be great. You are naturally great. Your identity is greatness. You're created by a magnificent God who is almighty, all potent, all powerful. He is great. He's marvelous. He's incredibly magnificent. And you are an epitome of his image. You are a representation of him here on this planet Earth. So you are also, by default, great. You are an epitome of greatness. You are by default light. You are an epitome of light. So join me as you step into your greatness in 2025. I'm also the founder of Dr. Sylvia Likambi International, which will be changed to Dr. Sylvia Likambi Global. I work to empower, men, everyone. I work with CEOs, companies, leaders, female leaders, religious leaders as well, especially wives of pastors, and also great leaders, entrepreneurs, to transform the mindsets, to allow them, to empower them, equip them with the tools, resources, mindset they need to unlock their full potential and step and live the life, the only life they were born and called to live. Like I was saying in my past videos, humans are the only creations who tend to choose to have less than they can have or they are destined to have, to be less than they are, and to do less than they are capable of doing. I call on you today, beloved friend, beloved leader, beloved colleague, beloved mentee, beloved coachee, and beloved sister, brother, would you make the decision today and always to step into your greatness, to have all that you were created to have, so you may be able to share and bless more people? For to whom more is given, or much is given, much is expected. I call on you today to pledge and make that decision to be all that you were born to be, nothing less than all you were born to be. To live fully, wholly, authentically in your full potential. You cannot live less than who you are called to be. It's a disservice not only to yourself, but to your world, to those who were born to receive the gifts you've been blessed with to give and share with the world. May you make the pledge today and decision today to commit, to do more, or to do all, not more, than you are capable of doing. You have capability to do abundantly, exceedingly than you could ever think or imagine. That means everything we think or imagine is below what we are naturally equipped or gifted to do. We have a higher capacity than we can imagine. So we should always strive to do more than we do, because we are limited by our imagination. That's why it's good to have a vision. That's why I call on you, for you to step into your greatness. You must have a clear vision for 2025 for your life that actually depicts the picture of your vision, of your purpose. A clear vision, and that vision comes from your creator, from your God, that comes from the creator of a thing, of a product. The manufacturer of everything or product defines the purpose of that product and had a vision in mind of what he wanted or she wanted that product to accomplish, and equip the product with everything it needs. It gave it everything to accomplish everything it needs to accomplish to fulfill that purpose. It equipped it with all the tools and resources it needs, and wired it with the ability to be restored when it's exhausted, to rest, to be revived, to be re-energized, refueled, so it may step out again and fulfill its greatness until it comes to its end life, its shelf life, until you come to the end of your life, when we actually die, but we leave a lasting legacy behind. So, beloved, as you join me, are you ready? Are you willing? Come on, I'll give you some time to think. I told you not to worry about the how. I was going to share with you. We're going to walk on this journey. It's for you and me to work on this journey. That's one of my purposes in life, to equip, empower, inspire every single individual I encounter in life. I'm privileged to speak to through my words, through my books, through my videos. It is my mission to equip and empower them with the tools, the resources, the principles they require to live the life they were called and placed on this earth to live in their full potential, to live a life of excellence and greatness, because we were born to live a life of excellence and greatness. Nothing below excellence. Everything below excellence is mediocrity, is average. We were born par excellence. We were born to be excellent. We were born to be outstanding. We were born to triumph. We were born to soar. Show me a bird that doesn't soar and just fly. Show me a bird that's afraid to fly or start flying and says, I'm afraid. And then it falls. Fear causes us to fall, to freeze, to stumble, to step back, because birds are visionaries. They have a vision. They know that the only thing they are called to do and they do best is to fly, and they step out believing in themselves, because the vision creates an unwavering conviction within you and I to step out boldly, confidently, to achieve that purpose that we are born to achieve. So I call on you to craft a vision for yourself in 2025. It's not really your vision, like I said. I can't create this phone and the phone decides to craft its own vision, okay? It's simply being in alignment with the purpose for which the phone was created, for which the manufacturer created the phone to function. We are all created. There is nothing like evolution, else we'll continue to evolve. How come my eyes have never changed and become someday maybe a dog? How come my mouth has never changed their function? If there is anything, the older I get, the more, because they are worn out, they've served and they fulfilled their purpose, so they've come to their end life. Our parts of our body stop functioning to their full potential. There is never any evolution that makes any part of our body better. So we cannot talk about evolution. If it were just evolution, then things can become anything. Then life is almost meaningless because it's based or it's down to some big bang, it's down to some whatever explosion, and we can become a fly at an explosion, at a wink of an eye. We can become anything and everything without definite purposes. But we know that there is no life without purpose. There is no life without meaning. And for those who live life without meaning, if one thing is evident, they are depressed. They have no life within them. In other words, they are merely existing because the purpose of life is to live fully and live that purpose that we're born to live. That is when we have life. That is when we talk of truly living and living fully. The life in us is our purpose. The life in us is the mission we are called to live and serve. Thank you for joining me. Please, I ask you again, I will consistently repeat, my mission next year is to impact, serve 10 million people globally. Through my books, through my work, through my teachings. I have organizations, we have buildings, we have offices in Liverpool. We work daily to empower, we do group workshops, I do one-to-one mentoring. I've got some places to mentor and coach you in your career path, in your business. If you are interested, please reach out to me. I want to impact and transform 1 million lives, and I'm asking you to help me do this. I'm asking you as you watch this video, as you are blessed by these words, if you know someone who needs this word, who needs to hear these words that I'm speaking, please help me and share with them. And as you watch my video on my YouTube, please do share and subscribe to get more inspirational contents from me and transformational contents. I am your inspiration, transformation friend and doctor, the wonderful, inspirational Dr. Sylvia Forchaplikati, just like you. It's a privilege to speak to such an incredible, remarkable individual like yourself, truly destined for greatness, magnificent, beautifully and wonderfully made. But you've got to believe. Me believing in you, me seeing your greatness, me believing in all that you can do and you are capable of doing and having will not make a great difference if you don't see that, if you don't believe in that, if you don't see yourself as your creator sees you, if you don't see yourself in all that you were created to be, to become, to do, and to have. I invite you to transform your mind. I invite you not to conform to the patterns of this world. Don't conform to the narratives of your past. If we must step into our greatness in 2025, one thing is certain. The greatness is what we are becoming. What we are becoming is now and is ahead of us in the now. And we are shaping and becoming better and better with every new day so we can become everything we're created to become, living in our full potential and ultimate greatness. We cannot live in the confines of our past. We cannot live trapped in our past mistakes, failures, and errors. You cannot live or keep going ahead looking in the rearview mirror. No, we don't look at the rearview mirror. And it's quite small. It's quite small. Our windscreen, the front view is larger. It is the destination that's important. And you need clarity to go to your destination. So you need a wider view. You need a great vision, very mighty vision. You need to enhance your imagination, the capacity to be as wide as that front screen, windscreen. So you can see clearly to the right, to the left, in front of you, the top and the bottom. No looking back. No looking back. We might draw from the lessons of the past. We might draw from the strength of the past and resilience, from the successes of the past to remind you that you are a success. If you once accomplished it in the past, let no one or nothing tell you otherwise. Let no obstacle make you give up or go off track, thinking you cannot do it. If you did it once, then you can do it again. Our past is meant to serve us. Our past is meant to remind us of who we are, of that, challenges that we've overcome, of the storms we've been able to surmount, of the mountains we've been able to climb, of the scars that we now wear due to the battles we fought and won and had victory. They are not there to pull us back. They are there to look at yourself, your journey with pride and dignity, acknowledging yourself, acknowledging where you've come from, how far you've come from, and focus on where you're going to, reminding yourself of who you are. Like in Samba, um, the king, Lion King, when he was reminded, remember who you are. The father asked him, remember who you are. Remember who you are. Where have you come from? From a mighty creator, from an omnipotent God, all powerful, from a magnificent God who is a creator himself, and you are an ultimate creator. You can design and create the life that you decide or you were born to live. He has placed the image in your mind. He has placed the foundation in your mind. So you see an image of the home you are destined to build. You have a clear vision of that home like an architect, knowing that this home is destined to take 10 stories and not two. And it must take 10 stories. And you've been equipped with all the materials and resources you need to build that home. You don't need to go further. If anything, there are people placed around you who are actually to guide and help you through accomplishing this destiny and purpose. So you have to ask. You have to network. You have to associate. No one becomes great working in isolation. We are all connected. We are like the diverse parts of the body. The eyes cannot boast because they see of being the only part in the body that can live. If I isolate my eyes from this body, it becomes useless. It cannot see. It has to be intrinsically connected with every other part, wired through the diverse nerves to connect with other parts. Is a part of the body, and we all work each part at its brilliance, at its maximum potential to edify the body, to allow our body to work in the maximum potential to fulfill their purpose. It's exactly the same. None of us can step into our greatness in isolation. We are meant to work collectively to make our world a better place, to enhance humanity, to transform the next generation of leaders who are our children, who are growing in such challenging times. And the wisdom we have from the past, we ought to share this with them. We ought to pass on that baton. We ought to share our wisdom with the young as they are our future. We ought to guide them and shape them into their greatness so we are all connected. We cannot be disconnected. Even though the eyes stand on their own, of course they are connected, but the eyes know that when I'm fulfilling my purpose, it is about me. Everyone has to trust me that I see clearly so the body does not stumble and fall. And I'm committed to serving this body at my full potential. The eyes will never settle for less. The eyes will always shine brightest. If something gets into the eyes, like an obstacle, something to limit the view of the eyes, maybe dust, maybe dead, maybe something gets into your eyes, your natural response, is reflex, is to take it off. Because the eyes are capable of taking everything that inhibits the potential to see at the maximum, that actually intrude or come on the way of their greatness or fulfilling the purpose for which they are placed in this body, which is that of bringing sight and light to the body. Automatically, they have the power to overcome barriers. When things really go wrong, we've got the gift of knowledge and wisdom given to, ophthalmologists, to be able to help us to restore the eyes, but ultimately, the ultimate restorer of who we are, of our purpose, of our greatness, of our body to function at its full potential is the Creator, is our God. And He is the one who equips us, myself as a medical professional, as a scientist, with the knowledge to research and get greater therapeutic options, diagnostic tools. That's why we say research. I'm only researching what is already found in nature. I'm not going to create something new. Scientists don't create new, they discover, they research and find something that already existed in nature that our creator placed in nature because he understood that we needed this equipment, we needed this tool, we needed this resource to fulfill our purpose, the purpose that he's equipped us or he's given us to fulfill on this earth. So, beloved, as we step into your greatness, first and foremost, I call on you to let go of every regrets of the past, to let go of every failure, hurts, and pains of the past. Every relationship that has caused you so much pain, forgive. When we don't forgive, it's a huge burden. It's like I'm tying a chain around me. I yearn to move forward. I see a clear vision of the life I desire to live, the life I'm called to live, the greatness I'm destined to step into. Yet the unforgiveness is like a chain around me. I take a step forward. I stretch out my hand to reach out to my greatness. I cannot move. I see it. I love it. I see how it feels. I know how it feels. I could even taste it, but I can't really reach and grab it and step out because I'm pulled back by that chains, the shackles of unforgiveness, of me being tied to my past, to that person that hurt me. Even if they hurt you today in the present, tomorrow is a new day. 2025 has never existed. It will be existing on the first time on the 1st of January 2025. You cannot take any pain of today. You cannot take any unforgiveness of today, any hurt of today, and step into that. You'll be tying yourself in a chain and stuck to the past. You become a prisoner of your own past. You become a prisoner of your own unforgiveness. Unforgiveness is like you are taking poison or you are tying someone, remain as a prisoner. I'm not going to forgive you, thinking the person you are not forgiving, you've tied him there as a prisoner. No, literally, you are tying yourself. You're putting a chain around you and bounding yourself to that situation, to that pain that it caused you. I'm not going to move past this pain. I'm going to let this pain define my life. I'm not going to move into the future I deserve and desire and I yearn for because I'm allowing this chain to tie me to that past experience of hurt, of pain, of unforgiveness. Beloved, I call on you. Only you have the key of that chain because you put that chain in the first place. Around you is in your mind. No one has power to your mind. As you think, so you are, because you have ultimate power and authority. You are the master of your mind. Your mind is your greatest friend, your greatest ally, or your worst enemy. It's up to you what you decide to do with your mind, how you choose to relate to your mind. The key of that love that you've kept yourself in prison. The only true prisons in life are not prisons with guards, are not prisons with physical buildings that you have guards watching. They are the prisons in our mind, the mental prisons we are stuck in that unforgiveness, in that past relationship, is the presence we create in our mind that has no barrier. And the fact that it has no barrier, it has the power of following us every day of our life. It has the power, if we are not aware and make the decision to let go, it will step into our present and consume our present, consume our future. We'll never be able to experience our presence in our fullness or our future in our fullness, in our greatness, all that we're created to become because we are allowing the past to take over, to spill into it, and we fail to recognize present. Present means give. We fail to recognize the gift of today. We fail to recognize the gift of the present that has been given to you and me to open and watch what comes out of it. We fail to be grateful, to pause and see what is locked within that precious gift called present that we receive today, because we allow the experiences of our past, the narratives of our past to talk us out of enjoying this present. Oh, they've come again. They want something from you. That's why they are doing this. They are evil. They are wicked. They are this. Oh, no one loves me. I don't deserve love because this, that, that. Or they are just here to do this to me. They are here to put me down. You allow your past traumatic experience to harness, your presence, to sabotage your presence, to sabotage your greatness, to hold you in captivity, to take hostage of your greatness. Beloved, I beg you, if you must step into 2025, we need to step. We need to make the decision. I cannot ask you to walk and you don't walk. The only way of stepping into your greatness is taking action, is moving. There is only one way. It's forward. It's towards that greatness. It's not being stagnant. It's not looking behind. Let go of the past. Learn from them and let the lessons give you the wisdom to shape your now and your future. Take off that chain that is tied around your leg to the bondage of your past, to that pain, to that failure, to that divorce, to that friendship, that breakdown, to that betrayal. Take it off. It's a mental chain. It's not a physical one. No one will save you from that. You can't blame anyone why your life is the way it is. You are responsible. If anything, you are to blame for not taking the actions to go out of this mess. And of course, if you cannot do it alone, remember I said it's a collective effort. No part of the body works alone. Even when my eyes are seeing, the entire body is following me. If my legs don't move, my eyes will see, I will not be able to make progress. I will not be able to move forward. So it's about working together. It's about working as one. Reach out to me, ask for help. Asking for help does not mean you are any less. It's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It's a sign of courage and confidence because you know who you are, you know your purpose, you know exactly what you need to fulfill your purpose, you know exactly what is within your reach or your capabilities, you know exactly what you can do and what you cannot do, and you know that it takes others who are great in the areas where you are weak to support you so you may thrive in your full potential and ultimate greatness. Reach out, ask for help. Do not be ashamed. Do not be ashamed. So many, believe me, are ready to help than you could ever think or imagine. I'm not even helping you. Right now, I'm serving. I might impact you, inspire you to go take actions to unlock your purpose and make the decision to step out in 2025, living a life of purpose, living a life of discipline, and saying no to a lot of things that were made distraction. But you know what? I'm not doing you a favor. I'm serving you. This is my purpose. My purpose is to transform and impact lives, one person at a time. At a time, as I meet you, my goal, my heart's desire, my purpose is to leave you better than I found you, is to leave you more enlightened than I found you, is to leave you happier than I found you, is to leave you highly elevated, empowered, and inspired than I met you. And if I'm doing that, I'm super, super grateful. I'm super excited for being able to serve you, for being able to utilize my gifts, my potential to add value. So, my beloved, incredibly inspirational one, joining me from across the globe, I call on you. Are you ready to let go? No excuses. No excuses in 2025. Repeat to yourself, I, Sylvia, I promise myself I'm going to make no excuses in 2025. I'm going to take actions, full on actions. I'm going to produce results, no excuses. Results, not excuses. Actions, not excuses. Steps forward, not excuses. I commit to take the step to move ahead. Only by moving ahead can you step into the greatness that lies ahead of you. I commit today to let go of my past. I commit today to take off the shackles of my past. I commit today to unlock myself from that chain that is holding me onto the bondage of my past. I commit today to be free so I can step freely without the burdens and baggage of my past relationship, of my past betrayers, because they weigh you down. So you are lighter to step fully into your future, into your greatness. You can soar higher because you don't carry the burden of unforgiveness, the pain of hurt, the bondage of past traumatic experiences. You are lighter, and like a bird, you can soar with wings like eagle. You can walk and not be weary. You can run, or you can walk and not faint, and run and not be weary. You could soar with wings like eagle because you are an eagle. And with eagles, we know what makes them soar with so much confidence, dignity, and unwavering conviction is their vision. Eagles are known to have a very clear vision. They can see very, very clearly 5 miles away. You know how far that is? I cannot see 5 miles away. Once there's a barrier in front of me, my walls, I can't see beyond. So vision is seen beyond the physical barriers of the eyes. So I'm not asking you to see with your physical eyes. Vision is the ability to break down barriers where they exist because vision sees beyond my present. Vision sees beyond my past, my background, my circumstances, my financial status, my social and economic status. Vision is my ability to break down those barriers that are present. When I'm unable to break down the barriers, vision is my ability to see beyond them because the sight is not physical, the sight is spiritual. I'm seeing with my soul, I'm seeing with my spiritual eyes, and there is no bound, there is no limitation to what a spiritual entity, to a spiritual capacity. Just like the eagle, when it sees clearly 5 miles away, beyond the storms. Other birds who cannot see that clearly, Those birds which cannot see so clearly, they run and hide beyond the storms because they are afraid. All they see are the storms because the eagle can see beyond the storms. The eagle sees the glory, sees the rainbow beyond the storms, sees the prey beyond the storms, sees the victory beyond the storms, sees the result beyond the storms. We must become eagles. We must see beyond the physical barriers of the eyes. We must see beyond that layoff from work. We must see beyond that job limitation. We must see beyond that language barrier. We must see beyond the skin color. We must see beyond our race and origin, the physical origin. We are spiritual beings. There is no limit to our spirit. There is no boundary to our spirit. And in fact, eagles cannot be caged because they are so free. They are boundless because of their vision. You can't cage them. While other birds like pigeons, chickens can be caged because they focus on the side. So you've got to see beyond. You've got to soar and walk with eagles. Birds of the same feather flock together. The more you are that way, the more you are inspired by like-minded people. The more they amplify your vision and you see even greater and attract greater abilities, possibilities, and opportunities to your life. Incredibly visionary. Are we ready? Awesome. Awesome. Put on your full armor, whatever you need, the words that are going to be life, go with them because those words will see you through those tough times. You're giving yourself those affirmations, words alive or dead. You're creating a new neuronal pathway that never existed, a neuronal pathway that leads you to that vision that your mind has seen, that connects the images together and creates a new pathway through which neurons are going to be transmitted. The feel-good hormones that you feel great, the dopamine rush, the adrenaline rush, so you feel motivated and driven to take action to achieve that vision. You feel propelled towards that vision. You have the spirit to keep going, the passion to keep going because of all the adrenaline, all the cortisol that have been released because your mind is wired. The new neuronal pathways are created based on that vision. It's like you want to go to Manchester and there is no roadway to take you to Manchester. There is no highway yet. You envisage Manchester. You've seen it clearly. You know exactly where you have to be in Manchester from Liverpool, maybe Manchester Airport. You know exactly the mission you're going to accomplish in Manchester Airport. When you see it clearly, your neuronal pathways is what creates that new pathway, that new drive, that new motorway. Because even though I envisage where I want to be, I see everything I want to become, everything I'll be doing there. I know how it feels, how fulfilled and content and peaceful I become when I get to that destination and accomplish that purpose. However, if I don't take the action, visualization has its place, affirmation has its place, being optimistic and positive has its place, but it could never substitute action. If I don't take that action, if I don't drive, if there is no path where I cannot drive. So we must go beyond our past. And one of the ways of going beyond our past are calling those things that are not. The vision that you have, keep calling it, keep affirming, call it, write it down. You're building the foundation of it. You begin to see it, the reality, and you begin to construct the vision according to the way you've envisaged it in your mind. Vision gives you that ability for your neuronal pathways. As you speak the vision, as you write it down, you confess it, it creates those neuronal pathways that will guide you and make every emotion be aligned to that vision. So you are at peace. You're not fearful. It's not a risk you are taking. You see it as an exciting, adventurous journey. You're super excited because you've seen exactly what you're going to do. You know exactly how it feels like. The results, you've experienced it in your mind. So I want you, beloved, as you listen to me now, to affirm, to call out those things that are not as if they were. You've seen that image in your mind. It's a mental image. Let no one tell you otherwise. No one sees your mind. Your imaginations are all in your mind, except you speak them out or you write them down. That's when people can begin to see or comprehend them, or you speak them as words. Let no one tell you your vision is unrealistic. Like I said in my video yesterday, there is no unrealistic vision or goal. There is only unrealistic timing. Anybody can become a doctor. However, you cannot become a doctor in one day, in 2 days, in a week. There is a process. There is time that we need to study, to learn, to take the knowledge, the wisdom, the resources that we need to shape our knowledge, to guide us so we can become competent doctors in our chosen field. It's exactly the same. There is no unrealistic vision. Remember, it's in your mind. No one has seen it but you. And that's why you need to affirm. You need to speak forth. You've let go of your past. You're stepping into your greatness. What is that greatness? The greatness is the vision. If you are close to God, if you connect with your creator, of course, when we use products, when we buy products, I cannot just buy a product I've never seen without using the manufacturer guidance. It tells me how the product is supposed to do or function, the purpose of the product. I heard about this story. An incredible grandmother in a village in Africa was given a gift, an iPad as a gift by the daughter from the United States. This incredible mother was super excited. She received this beautiful gift. No one told her about the function or the purpose of this gift. She saw something flat, beautiful, lucid, and she was super excited. She thought, wow, I've got an incredible, perfect grinding stone from the country of the wide. She went on to grind her pepper on an iPad. That mother did not have knowledge of the purpose of an iPad. She's never seen an iPad before. So she didn't know the purpose. She's always known flat surfaces that she has and went for her to do her grinding. Grind some pepper, some ginger, some spices to cook her wonderful, delicious soup. And she thought this was incredible. Ooh, it was the work of the white man, as they would say it. So she was ready to grind until a daughter that was present shouted, Mama, that's for videos. And they went now to show her how it functioned because that daughter by her knew the purpose and function of that. If she didn't know it equally, she would have thought it's something for grinding. That's exactly the same. You must know your purpose. The only person that can clearly tell us our purpose is our creator. And he's giving us a manual. Or he will tell you if you go back to him. When a manufacturer gives you warranty for their car, for their product, they tell you you must meet our specific dealers for repairs. We give you 5 years warranty. Do the repairs as our dealers, the recommended dealers. Don't go to clandestine because they know how our parts are designed to function. They use the original parts that we put in those actual products so they may function at their full potential. Don't go and get cheap clandestine parts that has not been created by us. Imitation and parts that have just been copied. You're an original. You're not an imitation. Go back. For me, it was easy because I heard my creator clearly. I heard my Lord calling me clearly for my medical field, which is so relevant. He took me through that path to prepare me for the purpose I'm serving today. For my purpose today, I had to be knowledgeable, scientifically, medically. So when I serve you in the fullness. Knowing how He created His body to function, so that when I share certain things with you about the power of the mind, the power of the placebo, where we actually get patients with leukemia, diagnosed with leukemia, having specific markers that show that their blood cells have leukemic cells. Maybe it's chronic lymphocytic leukemia affecting their lymphocytes, or maybe a chronic myeloleukemia and all of that, or other leukemic cells and other things. We see markers clearly. We know that you have leukemic cells, a type of blood cancer. You come to the laboratory. No one gives you any drug. Yeah, they give you fake drugs, but they make you believe in the healing power of that drug, not drugs. It could be anything from candies. A placebo is simply a substance given to a patient. It could be a control that they want to study the effect of that placebo, of that substance, with no medicinal value, with no active ingredients. Usually, the active components or the medicinal or the therapeutic components in medicines are called active ingredients. And people come back healed of leukemia. It tells me about the power of the mind. Yes, it's been proven clinically and scientifically. If you believe, you are capable of. If you believe it, once you conceive it in your mind, that's the foundation of healing. That's the image the Lord has given you, which is the vision. You believe in it. Believe in it, solidifying it. Believe in it, saying it doesn't matter whether I go right or wrong today. Yes, my legs are meant to walk and make me to walk and stand upright. Whether I fall today or not, I believe my legs serve me. The purpose of my legs is to allow me to walk and run and not stumble. Tomorrow I will rise again and still walk. Even though I fall 50 times, I believe because I know the purpose of my legs. I've been given a mental image of the purpose of my leg. I know why they are placed on my body. I know the purpose my legs are called to serve. And I believe, I am convicted that they can serve me for this very purpose, even when they do not serve me well. Even if I, I tremble or I stumble and fall, I will continue to walk. And each time I want to walk, I will go to the legs because I trust the legs. I have confidence. This vision that develops this core conviction, this unwavering beliefs, that's confidence, unshakable confidence, courage, that you step into uncharted territories. You step into areas you've never stepped into. None of us have stepped into 2025. You cannot step into 2025 lost, being confused. It's like me stepping on the highway, being confused. I'm just going to be driving around. What a waste of time. What a waste of resources, petrol, my time, fuel. I become tired after 24 hours going nowhere and doing nothing. What a waste of resources and time. It's exactly the same. You cannot step into 2025 without clarity and think you can step into your greatness, without clarity of vision, without clarity of purpose, without clarity of the destination you are going to, that will enable you to be focused, to be razor focused. And too often, it's not how much we do, it's how focused we are. And we are created in a way where we are focused. You know, life is about energy. Focused energy has the potential of creating more, of amplifying its effect. If we have the sun rays dispersing upon us daily, it cannot burn us, it cannot burn a sheet of paper. But if I get those same sun rays into a focal point by bringing a magnifying glass, the rays are capable of burning me or setting a sheet of paper on fire. It's the same amount of rays. It's just laser focus. That's what vision do. Vision brings all your energy in alignment with your purpose that brings you deep inner fulfillment and satisfaction. And that energy is love, is passion. Every single day you wake up with a desire to do more, to live more, because you are full of love for life, love for your purpose, love to go on that destination, to go on that journey and accomplish that purpose. And you know how it's gonna feel like. You know the fulfillment, rest, and satisfaction that comes from fulfilling that purpose. Are you gonna pause? Are you gonna seek within you the seed of greatness, your vision, so you can step out and write the vision? Next time, we're gonna look at this vision, how to help you unlock your vision, how to help you define your vision, how to help you because the image is already within you at creation at birth. No product is created without its purpose already in it. Without everything it will become, it's given the strength it needs to fulfill its purpose. This laptop was actually designed. It was given screens. It was given keyboard so I can type to fulfill its purpose. The screen through which I can see the words that I type. You know, the speakers. So when I speak, I could record things and listen back. It was given everything it needs. Everything it needs to fulfill its purpose can never be found out of the creation or out of the product. It's the same for you and me. It's within us. The more we use it, the more we develop it. The more we fine tune it, the more we refine it, and the more confident we become. Are you going to join me? Step into your greatness in 2025. And to recap, let go of the shackles of the past. Let go of the hurt of the past. Let go of the traumatic past. Don't let people tie you in some post-traumatic stress disorder. Your mind is fluid. Your mind is neuroplastic. It means your mind can create new things that never existed. Yes, if all through in the past you've been told otherwise, you've been oppressed and depressed, let go. Let go. Where we don't focus, no energy goes there, no fear goes there. It's not fed, and it dies a natural die, a natural death. But where our focus goes, we create, we build. So let go of that past traumatic experience. Don't focus on it more. You're giving your time, your energy, and resources, and it's draining you because it doesn't shape or change you. And focus on creating the new pathway to take you to the destination you desire. Seek out for a coach if you lack clarity. Again, you can't step on the highway without knowing where you're going to. People will be beeping because people are on a mission. People on a mission. You can't block the way. Everybody's on the road for a purpose. I cannot just step on the road. The road has a purpose for cars to drive, for passengers to pass when it's the right time for them to go through, either by the use of traffic lights. You can't just stand there and block the road. Everybody will horn and put pressure on you. And then also, they will take you off the way. That's just how it is in life. You're so confused. The pressure of people coming by, hitting you, pushing you, telling you, get off my way, get off the track, get off track, being dismissed, losing jobs because you come there with no clarity. You're not functioning at your capacity. You're not doing what you're called to do or is expected of you to do at that job. So you're laid out. You're pushed off track. You become depressed and oppressed, and you think everyone is rejecting me. No one likes me. No, you don't know what you're doing. You're just occupying space. I'm just occupying space if I don't know what I'm doing. And people, space is what is unoccupied. It's unused. So if you're not occupying it, it's available for anyone. People will come in and grab that space. People will see opportunities in the space that you are not utilizing. They will come in and occupy the territory. So, beloved, let go of the past. Have a clear vision, mental image of your greatness, what you're called to be. Your strengths will enable you, what you love doing. If you cannot remember now, because I know a lot of people who are no longer passionate because they've put a veil over their passion, over their love for life, with all the stress, their traumatic past, the terrible experiences they've lived in the past, they've let it to shape and define them. You need to take off this veil. You need to have a clear vision. You need to affirm, call that vision. So you create a pathway that may lead you into that vision. And we'll look at how clearly we can get this vision. So we're going to step into it. And remember again, vision is a mental image of your ideal life, a preferable future. It's always a future ahead of us. It's always something ahead of us. It's never the past. Vision is never what we don't want. It's about what we want, an ideal life, the ideal solution to a problem you are facing. It's always the ideal. It's always the optimum. So your vision is that best. Your vision is that ideal. What is the life you desire to live? If you were told that anything you do, you'll succeed in, everything you do, you'll succeed in. If you were told that money was not a problem, you were given all the finances you need to accomplish that goal or vision, what would you be doing? If you had everything you needed, your health was not a problem, you had optimal health and you were thriving in optimal health and well-being, the best relationships, what would you be doing? What would you say you want to do in 2025 and beyond? That's an indication of your purpose, of the life we are called to live. If you cannot remember now, go back to when you were small, before you were being told by society or labeled, you can't do this, you cannot do that, you cannot be this. Ask your parents, ask loved ones, what is it you used to enjoy? What is it you used to be passionate about? That was an indication of who you are called to be, what you are called to be. I wish you an incredibly blessed weekend as you step into your greatness. I'll be there to work with you. Check me out on www.drsylvialikambi.com, www.drsylvialikambi.com. I'm here to serve you. I have some spaces to mentor you, to coach you. Do reach out. God bless you. We do relationship couple coaching as well for singles who want to establish the best relationships, get married, for couples who are struggling in their marriages, in their relationships. Get in touch with me. I want to help you thrive in every area of your life. Your children, you want them to thrive in their full potential. My children are all best-selling authors of multiple books, 8+ books, entrepreneurs, young authors, and all of that, impacting and inspiring lives. If you desire to do the same for your children, reach out to me. I'm an incredible power wife. You desire to have it all, not at the same time, but to make the right sacrifices to live the life you were born and called to live. Reach out to me to tell you how you can have that balance, that harmony in life, having a great marriage, a great family life, a great relationship with your children, a great career, a great business, a great health and well-being, and living optimally, fully in your full potential. God bless you, and please do share this video and bless someone. You've been listening to the wonderful, inspirational Dr. Sylvia Fortrap Likambi, the transformation doc, and your friend.